So I'm with the Reverend Owen Griffiths, who is the Minister for the South East Wales Presbytery.
That's right.
The Presbyterian Church of Wales.
Yeah.
So what's your involvement with this project?
Well, I guess my involvement really is I help out wherever I can. Essentially, this is Linda's project. Some time ago, the Presbytery identified the need to do some social action in this part of the world. This building became available, and we decided that one of the things that we could do was a clothing work to minister to those people with that particular need. So we kept the building and waited for somebody to come along who would take that vision forward, and that person was Linda. And everything that you see here really is Linda's creation. She has put this together and has worked tremendously hard with some other volunteers as well to make this happen.
So she's designed the project?
Essentially yes. Yes, designed it and implemented it, yes.
So I am sitting in an old chapel building in Beaufort with Linda Boyce, who is the clothing manager for Gobaith.
Yeah.
So Linda, it's a room full of clothes for adults, men, women, children. It's festooned with clothes. So who are these clothes for? Where are they going?
So they're going to families and individuals that need them most. They are free of charge clothing. They're all good quality, clean clothing. And they will go out to people that are in clothing poverty or just falling on hard times. Yeah.
And it's Christmas time. I mean, Christmas is like a week, just over a week, it will be Christmas Day. So this ministry is kind of focusing on the needs of a lot of people in this area. What are, you mentioned clothing poverty. Is that something that you're seeing more and more?
I think it's across a lot of classes, a lot of communities experience clothing poverty. We've all kind of seen the strain of the cost of living crisis, and there's just no money at the end of the month to once the bills are paid, there's not a lot of money, and obviously behind us is children clothing, and they grow at a very fast pace, and we find that a lot of parents are struggling to clothe their children, or even adults if they got a new job coming up or a special occasion. That's when people feel the pinch.
And this Gobaith clothing is going to be launched, I think, in the early part of 2025.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of brand new, bold initiative from the Presbyterian Church of Wales.
Yeah.
What's the vision, would you say, behind it all?
Like I say, to help people out, we see like pop-ups of food banks, but clothing is one of the basic needs as well. So we just want to meet the needs of people. There is no shame when money doesn't go, when there's bills are rising. So yeah, just to help people to feel that they are being included. Yeah, we want to go from Blaenau Gwent, Beaufort and Blaenau Gwent, and we want to go across South East Wales.
So the idea is to start in Blaenau Gwent, but the idea is to get lots of these kind of hubs, clothing hubs?
Yeah, at least 3, maybe in Newport, maybe in Cardiff, across South Wales.
And so I'm guessing you're hoping that other churches or organisations will get on board with you?
Yeah, that's the idea. If we could partner with churches, we've got a pool of people that might have excess clothing, and they can donate, and then they know that is being recycled or sent to people that might need it most.
Right at the beginning, you talked about pre-loved clothes, which is a really nice expression. And people are more and more used to, websites like Vinted or eBay, and wearing clothes that have already been worn by somebody else is something we're we're getting more and more used to. Kind of acceptable now in a way that it wasn't
Yeah.
a generation ago. Is that so you're hoping that'll be something that this will also appeal to?
Yeah, because it's sustainable. There's no, like I said, there's no shame or stigma having second-hand clothes. Is the way we have to go really with climate change. And by giving your clothes away, I think some of the bigger brands are also putting that on their clothing, because we know that the fast fashion, or even there's 80 billion items of clothing bought every year. So
Wow.
we are right at the forefront of being changers of or contributing to the circular economy, and helping with climate change.
Yeah, because it's sustainable.
Yeah.
You're not creating any more stuff, pollution.
Yeah,
It's
and I
already
think
here.
even if there was something to say that even if you extend your clothing by 9 months, your carbon footprint, it is a really good thing to do.
Is that right?
Yeah, yeah.
Gosh, wow, didn't know that.
Yeah.
So how can people get involved, Linda? So people are going to be looking at this video, hearing about Gobaith clothing and thinking, well, I'd like to get, or my church would like to do something. What could that look like?
There's loads of ways you can get involved. Firstly, follow us on our social media, because you can be updated. Donating clothes. So yeah, if you're having a good sort out in the new year. We also need people to process. So all these clothes have been washed and ironed. Not all of them, because sometimes they come in and they're lovely. But we want to give good quality clothes out to the people that we help, we support. So yeah, processing days here in Beaufort, or we are hoping to get a couple of hubs in the community where people can come, have a cup of tea, a bit of teamwork, maybe some corporate volunteering.
Okay. So you'd quite like other companies to get involved?
Companies, yeah, or churches to kind of come on board, because it is a big project to, and once we launch, I think we'll have a big uptake.
Yeah.
So we also need drivers to go around South East Wales to pick up donations from churches. So there's a man with a van.
Yeah. So this is going to gather speed, isn't it?
Yeah,
I
think so.
It's going to go somewhere, this project.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
And you're looking for donations of clothes?
Yes, mainly clothes. As I said before, we've had some bric-a-brac, so we kind of want good quality clothes. Keep the main thing, and keep the clothing. Yeah.
And if somebody out there wanted to make a financial gift to the ministry, that's possible as well?
Yeah, because we'll always need underwear. We obviously is not hygienic to give out second-hand underwear, so we'll always need that socks and underwear for children or adults.
Okay, brand new.
Brand new.
Stuff,
we have to buy new.
So Linda, this is called Gobaith clothing.
Yeah.
And Gobaith is the Welsh word for hope. So why hope?
I just thought it just encapsulates after a global pandemic and cost of living. I think people feel a bit hopeless, maybe even in despair. So the word Gobaith, meaning hope, that there is hope. There's hope in Jesus. And if you are at the end of your tether, or you're feeling hopeless, just turn to him, because it says in his word that come to those who are heavy laden and I will give you rest. So I think there is, hopefully we will give people hope that there is a hope in the future, and that is, things change, things do get better.
Well, Linda, Nadolig Llawen.
Nadolig Llawen.
And diolch yn fawr I ti. Thanks for the interview. And every blessing with the ministry.
Diolch. Thank you very much.
So for more information, there will be contact details at the end of this film.